one of these in a little while. And I thought for tonight I would offer a small tour of where the magic happens when I am getting together an eBay order. I thought you'd like to see this area, at least some of it, not all of it. If you hear noises in this room besides me, my cat is occasionally making an appearance. Excuse me. Excuse my voice and the extra breathing that you're hearing tonight. I've had the flu and recovering, and I'm not feeling my best. But hey, I thought I would share this with you this evening. This is technically my second bedroom, but it's more like candle and sales central. Still waiting for some people to join us before I actually start this tour, but I think it's kind of neat. Oh, I hear my boy. I would film him for you, but I don't know where he actually is in here. I do dry clothing in this room. It lends some moisture to the area, and it actually dries pretty fast in here. All right, well, let me go ahead and start showing you. Let's see, can I switch the camera? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so the fabulous shelving you see is actually came from a store. It was display material, and as I was told from the place I bought it from, that these shelves, which came in two sections, the closed part down the bottom and this top part, which was display, came from a store, and it cost $700 per unit. Whoa! But these things are rock solid. I mean, really can't move it. So these candles right here, I already showed you, the South African Vineyard. Those are listed on my channel. Excuse me, on my eBay rather. I'm VTLINEDANCER there. Feel free to stop by. I recently sold the only two large jar hazelnut coffees I had to two different people. And those folks, because they bought from me, donated 10% to the to an historical society, a museum. So truly appreciate that. All right, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total of these shelves, and most are pretty full of candles. I know there's a lot of stuff down here. These are other things. Let's turn to the start of the show, perhaps. Oh, see, you can hear him. So you'll see I still have carrot cake to list. That's a medium. I know I have a large somewhere around here, but it would be over on this shelf. These are coordinated by color, just like Yankee Candle is. A friend of mine says that she could never organize it that way, and I understand, totally do. She would do it alphabetically, and I would do it alphabetically as well, except I can find them much quicker, excuse me, when they're color coordinated, because it's hard to put them in alphabetical order in this manner. Excuse me. So I come in here and I look for the candle I'm looking for. So I've listed Fudge Ripple. Hey, Chad, thanks so much for the keep up the good work comment. Doing my best here. This one over here is Fudge Ripple. I do have that listed on my eBay page. And again, I am VTLINEDANCER. Now, this one is a Pure Radiance model, and it's called Toasted Almond. Admittedly, this one will never be listed. It is my absolute favorite, and oh my God, that smells good. Has a wooden wick. Pure Radiance has a wooden wick. This was phased out, though, several years ago. Gosh, in the late 20-teens, I'm pretty sure these were gone by then, but so it makes a crackling sound as it burns and releases the scent that way. But this scent will not be up because I actually like to burn these. And I've burned at least one all the way to the bottom, which, by the way, you may remember that Yankee Candle recommends no more than a ½ inch from the bottom. So you want to keep that in mind. If it looks a little too low for you, then toss it out. It's not worth having this thing shatter. And nobody wants to be around glass that is hot with hot wax shooting at them. Molten wax. No. And the same would be true for the jars, too. This is a jar. And then down here, that's a tumbler. Also Yankee Candle. These are all Yankee Candle. Over there has a Bath and Body Works. But here I have Yankee Candles. This is also where I gather my items, my materials for shipping. As I just mentioned, I sold 2 Hazelnut Coffee, large jars, and they're off to other states. No one bought from Vermont. Hey, Angelica. I don't have any candles that smell like poo, but thankfully, some have a scent like shampoo, but that's about it. When I do flea markets, I use this to take from my home to my car. In fact, that bin there, excuse me, was at the flea market recently. I'll be at the next flea market. It's the WOKO flea market at the fairgrounds, the Champlain Valley Exposition Grounds, in Essex Junction, and that's in November. It's a Sunday, November 16th. Not sure. Have to check the date, but it's in November if you want to come and buy candles from me personally. And then also I have in here packing materials when I ship. And then I also use this to candles at the flea market because everybody wants their purchase to go home in one piece. This is a shipping box with packing peanuts in it. I have more packing peanuts than this, but this is an example. These don't stick together. They don't have that obnoxious static electricity connected to them. They just, yay. For finally a normal life. Well, yeah. I mean, I have a normal life outside of filming, but I know that's kind of hard to imagine and all that. I have a variety of shipping boxes. This is kind of big. Sometimes I just use this for the flea markets, but what I'll say about this size box, let me see, so you get a better idea of how big it is. The candles are very heavy. Large jars are 22 ounces, so that's a pound and 6 ounces each. The mediums are 14.5 ounces, so that's almost a pound. I do have small jars. I don't have any small jars in this room, though. And, I mean, they're quite small. 3, we'll call them 4 ounces. I think they're 3 something, but we'll call them 4 ounces. So that's a quarter of a pound. So, so you put, let's see, how many could I fit in here? 4 and 4, so 16. I could essentially pack 16 of the large jars, so that would be really stupid, and I have certainly easily done that. So that would be a lot of weight to carry. These boxes look sturdy, and I can assure you are not. But I did get them for free, so there's a lot to be said about getting something for free. Because I have gone through a few of these boxes already. They are big to put in the back of my vehicle, and they're heavy, of course, to carry and to load. The boxes shift a lot. I mean, I don't mean just shift because they're in a stack, but because it's not you can see on the edge here that it's not a very thick cardboard. So therefore, it'll shift. The corners will shift. It's precarious. And this size, I have already replaced at least 3 or 4 of those boxes. Sorry, it's blurry. There we go. They're just not good for carrying candles. And the Yankee Candle boxes that Yankee Candle ships in hold 6 I think they hold 6 candles. They will get flimsy after a while, which makes sense. Everything degrades. Also, more packing paper and peanuts are in are back there. You can see 2 bags of them. And in case you're wondering, I do get a lot of that stuff for free because there's something called Free Cycle here in Vermont. I presume that's actually elsewhere too. People donate, not donate, people list things for free that they want people to come pick up, and I get styrofoam a lot of times that way. Styrofoam packing peanuts. And sometimes one place I've been actually has these static free kinds. I have a whole bunch of product. These are more candles, multiples of like Magic Cookie Bar and Christmas Cookie. I love Christmas Cookie. It smells just like what you think. I like a sweet scent. And then over here have not a good choice. I have these here. Oh, it's heavy. This is a medium candle with 3 votives and a votive holder. These are not drinking glasses. They do have warnings on the bottoms of these on stickers saying don't use this as a drinking glass, but they're all Sicilian lemon, the votives, the medium candle. So if you like Sicilian lemon, this is not listed yet, but how much does this thing weigh? Where does it tell us? Doesn't tell us the entire package weight. Well, I put all this stuff onto a postal scale anyway, and put in the dimensions on eBay. This is another thing. Can I show you? I have to take it out of the packaging. I'm not willing to take it out of the package. This is 12 samplers, sampler votives. 12 samplers, votives. Total net weight is 21 ounces. Isn't that a pretty package? I love a pretty package. No worries though, if I were going to list, when I do list, I do include photographs for you. Oh, this is what I mean by these boxes. It's a different type. It's similar in a sense that these boxes will do that. They'll cave in the center because this is heavy. And I don't expect a box to stand up to something heavy in the middle of it. But you can see it. I've used it for a while now, and the edges are bent, and this is what happens to them. They just say, I've worked for you for a long time, and I'm done now, right? So, and then up here, these are sort of like, how coffee holders that you have, that you get from a coffee shop, these are for Yankee candles. So, something that happens with these over time is they crack. This is very soft. I could easily just squish it with my hands. But this is a 4-pack. These are for large or medium jars. They fit very perfectly in here. And perhaps even a large tumbler. In fact, let me show you. Medium candle. This is Toxic Tonic. Forbidden apple and spiced pumpkin. So you can see that it fits in there quite well. Don't want to let it go too much, but that's see how it fits in there quite well, which is nice. Sometimes it's even snugger than that. But you can see when I use the large Pure Radiance that there's a big gap in there. So this is not this way. I wouldn't leave it in there this way, but were I to wrap it with this stuff, then it would fit snugger. I also have these things that hold 6 candles as well. Just need to be a little taller. the post office used to have a regional rate A and a regional rate B box for shipping. They included what they included. They included the tracking number and insurance up to $100 for free. Well, they were included in the price, and it was really reduced. It was a really reduced price, like at $10 to ship. They did away with those two. They did away with something else too. Can't remember the third thing, but the other two I used, especially regional rate A, they were actually perfect. They fit a large jar beautifully with being bubble wrapped and packing peanuts as well, beautifully, absolutely perfectly. But they did away with that kind of postage type, so that's a real shame. I'm disappointed about that. But even though they did away with it, you can still ship that way. I mean, you can still ship in those boxes, and you can't get them anymore, but you can, continue to use them until you run out. And I have quite a few of those boxes, which is good. Excuse me. So I'm super stoked about that much. So I just shipped yesterday, which is fantastic. So some other scents. Oh, let me turn this back around. So you can see some stuff that's going to be coming. Pumpkin time. So what I love about like the one I just told you, this toxic tonic and pumpkin time, is that these are 2 cents. This one, pumpkin time, is apple pumpkin and pumpkin wreath. 2 cents in one. So the one on the left is apple pumpkin, and the one on the right is pumpkin wreath. So the darker color is pumpkin wreath. And so since we know this is forbidden apple and spiced pumpkin, the green is the apple and the orange is the pumpkin. I love these dual scents. They you get 2 candles for the price of 1, which who doesn't love that? And since the wick is in the center, we can see it smells good. Wish you could smell that. It smells. The first scent I smelled was the apple, which is the green. When you see the wick is in the center, the orange, so that's the smell you're going to smell first. But as the other wax continues to heat up and melt, you'll start to smell the forbidden apple as well. So you get to enjoy 2 scents, 2 complementary scents as they burn. I love that. I hope you would too. So some other scents that are coming soon. Root beer float. Whoopie pie. I wish that might already be up. I can't remember actually. But that smells exactly what it sounds like, whoopie pie. Amazing. Chocolate truffle, that is up. Some others that I'm looking up, strawberry cheesecake, spiced berry sangria. When I drank alcohol, which was a very long time ago, because I don't really like the taste of alcohol, but sangria, oh, mamma mia, that was a good drink. Celebrate Christmas, bacon. There was a line of guy scents, so if you will. Bacon was one of them. Stars and Stripes, Off the Grill, and I can't. Oh, there we go. So the one with the flag right there, Stars and Stripes, and then Off the Grill, that one there. I just showed you bacon. There's another one. I think it was called 2x4. There was a lumber scent, wood scent. I don't have any of that one. But those are all considered scents for men. I remember being in a Yankee Candle store, and this guy was in there. He said, "Oh, this is so sexist," because he loved floral scents. So you never know what someone's going to like. So where you see candles, all the candles on the shelves, except for, of course, the beloved toasted almond, are listed or will be listed. Now, the ones over here, those are Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works for that too. So I do sell a little bit of Bath and Body Works at the flea market. And since they are so big, and they're 14 ounces, 14 and a half ounces, they're about the same size as a medium. And I sell the large and medium jars, large and medium candles at $10 each at the flea market. And the small jars, well, the smalls in general, are $3 each or 2 for $5. So at the flea market, you'll get all sorts of candle choices. But if I could show you, if I had them in the house here, my excuse me, my candle boxes. I mean, this is a representative of the kind of box I have used. I prefer these smaller ones. This one here is a Yankee Candle box, and you can see that the top has it hasn't caved in yet, but it's getting there. I prefer carrying boxes like this size, much more manageable, still heavy, but manageable compared to this sort of size right here. But if you can imagine boxes like this stacked up to about here, so in relation to that, about 2 feet down. So let me back up a little bit so you can see better. That's a lot of boxes. So a couple of stacks easily that high, and then easily half the room covered as well on the floor. And then my dolly is also in here. So yeah, it's a busy place, very busy place. But anyhow, I thought you would find this interesting. Yes, it's a messy room. I had a flea market recently, and it's in disarray. But I'm hoping to have some other stuff at the flea market in November. I'm thinking of a Star Wars toy I have that's still in the box, never been opened, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Alrighty, well, appreciate your hanging out with me for this live video. I haven't done a live video in quite a long time. But tune in Friday. I'll have a long form video. One of my places I filmed when I felt well enough. This has been a sickly year. So, but thank you for hanging out tonight. And until I see you again, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your night. Bye now.